Hello everyone, and welcome to Hyperanalyzing MSI, the series where I discuss the biggest moments from MSI and give attention to the tiniest details that can decide the outcome of a game. This week we will look at some plays from the 2022 MSI Knockout Stage. Evil Geniuses escaped RNG's Engage to win big in this team fight.
Now they see Gala walked away, so they're pretty safe with this one. Jojo, wait, the wings, Bin pushes in top, another glimpse. MSI is up there, blue trigger is really nice. Because yep, they are indeed playing the trap in that brush. Rest of them in Fogabore though, Bin over here comes the hard engage, Shahu over the flank as well. Is this the fight that does it? Seal the deal, Jojo and Danny running away, staying alive for a moment, but Vulcan, he's gonna be left to kill. Now one goes back over though, it's Inspired to the backline, he gets two, going in for Shahu, he's got Azonias, way on the wings, they might get him and they will do so, Impact staying alive, Bin will drop, Way's clone, it's just Way against the world, he trades one back, but it's 3 alive for EG, 3 alive for EG, can the barrel chains work? Now Way knows the GP even better.
RNG make a big engage with Way knocking up 4 with a Flash Cyclone combined with Bin's Cannon Barrage, while Xiaohu dives in from behind the EG team. Xiaohu roots Danny with Everfrost, but Danny quickly cleanses it. Vulcan instantly hits Dredgeline to remove Xiaohu's Banshee's Veil shield before knocking him up with Depth Charge. The knockup prevents Xiaohu from locking down Danny or Jojopyun with Frozen Tomb. Xiaohu instead uses Frozen Tomb to lock down and kill Vulcan, which allows Danny and Jojopyun to get away through the mid lane with Danny's bullet time dissuading Bin from chasing further. On the other side of the fight, Ming uses Exhaust on Inspired, but it doesn't stop a lot of damage as Inspired is mostly able to wait it out. Impact hits 2 with Call of the Forge God, Inspired follows up with Heartbreaker after the exhaust wears off, and the duo are quickly able to take down Gala. Inspired possesses the Xayah to quickly take down Ming as well, and a flash forward forces a stasis out of Xiaohu. Inspired then possesses Braum and finishes off Xiaohu with Winter's Bite. With 3 members of RNG falling, Danny and Jojopyun are safe to rejoin the fight, and another Heartbreaker from Inspired slows down Bin enough to claim a 4th kill. Way finishes off Impact before escaping, but EG win the fight 4 kills to 1 and pick up the Baron as a result of this play. 10 minutes later, RNG would win that game and the series off of this play.
He's been so creative getting into brush, getting into flank positions behind Evil Geniuses.
Outland's pushing. A bad pick for EG instantly ends the game.
Oh, wait.
Here he is looking at Xiaohu, big damage. Oh, just deletes Jojopyun. And that might be all she wrote. Impact runs for the hills. 1 auto to stun him. 2k health left, but he will drop as well. Xiaohu can do no wrong. A bullet time is huge, but it will not find kills. 3v5 doesn't even happen. Re-engage for Way. Vulcan should drop. And it's 2 against the world. Guardian Angel up. Way might burn down, but he will not find the kills. Ming low, but will not drop. GA still there, and he's going to trade back in. Inspired can't get him. GA down. Danny gets 1, but trades his life back out as Bin kills him, and is Inspired against the world.
Before this play, RNG spots Impact on a ward, and between the vision from their minion wave and a blue trinket dropped in the jungle, RNG knows the locations of Impact and Jojopyun. Without Flash, Impact doesn't have a way to get over the wall and away from Xiaohu. It is also worth noting that EG has good vision on Xiaohu's approach, so they should be ready for his engage. Xiaohu uses the Blast Cone to jump onto Impact and Jojopyun and get in range to lock down Jojopyun with Ring of Frost, which he follows up with Frozen Tomb and takes down Jojopyun, who is unable to use his ult or Flash to get away. RNG is able to slow down Impact with Cannon Barrage and Winter's Bite, and although Impact has a good Bellows Breath to immune the stun from concussive blows, Xiaohu locks him down with another Ring of Frost, and RNG claim their 2nd kill. Danny's bullet time does a lot of damage, but he isn't able to finish off any kills as Xiaohu survives with Zhonya's Hourglass. Way has a great use of his clone to dodge Vulcan's Dredgeline before diving onto him, and RNG lock him down with Cyclone and concussive blows to pick up their 3rd kill of the fight. Despite being greatly outnumbered, EG still gets close to turning this fight. Danny has a well-timed auto attack to clear a Gangplank barrel, and Inspired's Flash dodges Bing's Winter's Bite, but it does put him a little bit too far away from RNG. Way and Ming are able to build enough space to run away from Inspired, who uses Heartbreaker onto Bin, but Bin is able to flash away to survive. 3 RNG players are incredibly low, but EG is unable to chase them down and finish them off. Xiaohu uses a Baron Empowered Recall to heal up before teleporting back to a control ward placed by Ming a few seconds prior. Xiaohu's Glacial Path gets him over the base wall and behind Danny, where he is able to lock him down and kill him with the help of the rest of his team, although Ming does die after flashing forward to land Winter's Bite. Meanwhile, Inspired has run out of abilities to use, and he cannot take down Way through the healing from Divine Sunderer, the damage that gets delayed by Death's Dance, and a big heal from Triumph for his assist on the kill against Danny. RNG are able to take down Inspired, winning this fight 5 kills to 1 before ending the game and the series. T1 outplayed G2 in this team fight for the Baron.
Yeah, T1 are running out of ideas of how to advance the game
With
stage.
Yone, they will be able to clear it very quickly. G2's jungler is nowhere near, but that is not going down fast enough.
Yep, some decent vision still
They
here
see
for
Carrier.
G2 as well as Carrier dives on in. That's a great double knock-up and Caps is immediately taken down. Can there be an answer from G2 though? It's Sayers that gets the double knock-up, but Blackett is still absolutely huge in this fight. The flash from Gumayushi and double kill from Faker in the end. It's Gumayushi still trying to fight Jankos, moves back towards his teammates. Jankos goes golden, but I just don't think he's going to have the gap closed to lock down this Siren. Gumayushi going ballistic in the team fight. That's the ace from T1, and now they'll secure Baron.
T1 starts the Baron with the intention of turning for a fight. Carrier and Faker set up over the wall, and although Cap sees Carrier with the sweeper, Carrier is still able to flash over the wall and lock him down with Dredgeline and Depth Charge, securing the kill on the enemy mid laner. G2 is able to trade a kill back onto Carrier, and Jankos possesses the Nautilus. Gumayushi has a great use of Featherstorm, dodging both Jankos' Dredgeline and Broken Blade's ultimate. He then flashes to line up Blade Caller through both Targamas and Flakked, and Faker finishes off Flakked for a double kill. Jankos lands a stun on Gumayushi, but Guma uses Cleanse and Gale Force to kite away. Ono kicks back Broken Blade, giving Gumayushi an opening to escape from Jankos back to safety, while Zeus finishes off Targamas. Ono then uses Stopwatch to dodge the knockup from Broken Blade's decimating smash. Zeus knocks out both of the remaining G2 members, and he and Guma are able to take down Jankos before Ono's stasis ends. The 4 living T1 players are then able to chase down Broken Blade to claim the ace and pick up the Baron. In the finals, T1 pick up a huge win in a 3v5 at the Baron pit.
RNG find the window to take the fight, and now T1 looking like they are unwilling to give this up. Guma still has all summoners, Faker has ulti. Will they try?
A Jinx and a Tahm Kench versus a team of Baron. You've seen this before. The charm flashed away by Gumayushi. Faker looking to get in from the back of the pit. Frozen Tomb available for him. RNG calling T1's bluff, and Faker finds them all. Gumayushi, Carrier, and Faker will not go quietly into the night. Form is temporary. Faker is forever.
RNG turn to the Baron after finding 2 kills in the mid lane, but T1 still want to contest in the 3v5. Faker starts to wrap around the back of the Baron pit when Xiaohu goes for a charm flash combo onto Gumayushi. However, Gumayushi is able to react in time and flash away. Faker uses Glacial Path to get into the Baron pit, and he catches RNG off guard by not taking the full length of the claw, instead stopping short and flashing the rest of the distance to get into the RNG team faster. Faker roots 4 with Ring of Frost and damages 3 again with Ice Shard before using Frozen Tomb on himself to stay safe while further damaging RNG. At the same time as Faker is sending his Glacial Path into the pit, Carrier starts channeling Abyssal Dive into the RNG backline. Being rooted by Ring of Frost, Xiaohu and Gala are unable to dodge Carrier's knockup even with Gala using Cleanse. Gumayushi then sends in Super Mega Death Rocket, which helps finish off 2 kills. Guma is easily able to kill off Ming, who is now alone in the river, and Faker grabs a kill against Bin in the back of the Baron pit. Since T1 is missing their jungler, Wei is still able to land Smite to claim the Baron, and that Smite also gives him just enough health to survive, but he is the only one to get out with the Baron buff, as T1 win the 3v5 teamfight. RNG won big in this teamfight in Game 5 of the MSI Finals.
How little T1 can see. They are walking into the darkness, the abyss that is RNG. Someone has to face check. Faker will gain access into the river.
Faker looks for the charm to get out to Xiaohu, but Xiaohu has the Frozen Tomb to get out of it. Ono in the backline with the Cyclone trying to do what he can, but Ming with a 4-man charm. Carrier dives off, but in goes Wei. The kick back onto Zeus. RNG just sweep the floor with T1.
RNG start up the dragon with the threat of getting Mountain Soul, forcing T1 to contest. Faker enters the river first with Kiryuzumi attached. Ono and Zeus use the Blast Cone to get into the river, but this separates Gumayushi from the location of the fight. Faker dashes towards Xiaohu and flashes on top of him to land a surprise charm, but Ono's follow-up Cyclone is just barely too slow, and Xiaohu is able to self-ult to stay alive. The rest of T1 start to back away while Ono tries to go forward to land a big knockup with the second charge of his ult, and this causes Ono to be isolated enough that RNG can commit to killing him with no consequences. Ming makes a huge play here, popping the quickness pretty far upriver before using Battle Dance to join the fight. He does get briefly stopped by Ono's Cyclone, but he is able to flash to charm Ono, securing the first kill for RNG, then he uses Grand Entrance to knock up 2 more, not counting Kiryuzumi. Ming's huge engage allows the rest of RNG to chase down T1 after killing Ono. Wei lands Sonic Wave onto Zeus and flies in, using Flash and a kick to send Zeus back into the RNG squad. Gala flashes forward to take down Faker, leaving Keria surrounded by RNG, where he gets taken down for RNG's 4th kill. RNG convert this teamfight win into the Mountain Soul and Baron buff, giving them a huge lead that they would turn into victory in Game 5 less than 3 minutes later. Thank you for watching Hyperanalyzing MSI. Hit subscribe for my analysis of the LCS Summer Split, and congratulations to Royal Never Give Up on becoming 3-time MSI champions.